The author Katherine Whitehorn tells us about getting your first job. Find out what you like doing best and then get someone to pay you to do it. For many students moving through their teenage years, getting paid to do just about anything seems great. Allowance for doing household chores can only satisfy spending needs for so long. Eventually, many teens start looking for their first real paying job. Today, we'll talk about the legal requirements to work, some job options you might not have thought about, and some tips from real-world employers who hire people just like you every single day. First, you have to be at least 14 years old. Any student under the age of 16 can only work limited hours per week. Get a copy of your enrollment verification from your school registrar. Then have your parents sign and bring to your employer. In the Lawrenceville, Suwanee area, there are a plethora of choices when considering where to work. Let's take a look at a few examples surrounding us.
Name's Dave. I'm a training general manager at Papa John's here in Macon, Georgia. I'm here to give you guys some tips on how to do your interview process, make it funky, make it good. First things first, the night before, you need to make sure you eat food. Don't stay up too late. Make sure you get good sleep and you eat good food. The day of, make sure you wake up in a perfect time, a timely manner. You arrive for the interview 15 minutes early. Okay, always be 15 minutes early. You never know what's going to happen. All right. Now, when you get there, you should be dressed for success. Everybody's heard that term. I know you guys have. No jerseys, no flip-flops, no shorts, no pajamas. I've actually had to deal with that. Make sure you speak very clearly. When they ask you a question, don't use the whole y'all, everyone, this, that. Speak clearly. Act professional. You're here to get a job. No one's going to hire somebody that doesn't really know how to be professional. So, smile. That's a big one. Smile. When I do my interview process, I want to see smiles, especially if it's your first job, which most of you, it will be your first job. You're in a customer service industry. You need to smile. You have to be happy. Your job is to serve customers. So if you can't do an interview smiling, pretty sure you're not going to do the job smiling. So, next thing up, maintain eye contact. That's a good one. So when I talk to people, some people are kind of nervous about looking me in the eyes and stuff. And I get that, but to a certain extent, you have to, when you speak to someone, look them in the eye. Let them know that you're actually there. You're paying attention. Don't look around the room like this while they're talking to you, because to me, if I'm talking and I'm giving you something, I'm asking you a question and you're doing this, you're not really paying attention to me. So make sure you maintain eye contact. Let them know you're interested in that job.
Derek Rackley here, owner of Sugar Hill Fit Body Boot Camp. Just trying to address a couple of questions here you have on job stuff. So first and foremost, they have to have a skill set that matches the type of work that we are going to be doing. I'm going to try to keep this as in a general sense, but personally, for us at our fitness business, we need people that have a passion for fitness, that love working out. frankly, that are in pretty good shape as well, because you kind of need to look the part as well in this type of a business. But then above and beyond that, I would say too that, you got to have people that have great personalities that match what the ownership or what the management wants. So, if you got somebody that's really outgoing, but yet your managers are kind of reserved, maybe it wouldn't be the best type of situation. But, people that have personalities that match the type of environment that you're trying to create at whatever establishment or whatever business that you have. I think that's one of the biggest things for us is we try to find the right people that match from a personality perspective and that are going to continue to be able to relay the message that us as owners want to get conveyed to our clients, to our members. So personality and just the type of person that they are might be even more important than skills and qualities, because we can kind of teach some skills to an extent. Then as far as tips and tricks as for getting and keeping a job, for teenagers, I would say, just make sure that when you apply for a specific job, that it's something that you actually want to do. I think there's this misconception that some kids just want to have a job because they want some money to come in, that they want to be able to pay for something, whether it's games or it's a phone or some type of electronics or whatever it may be. They have the material things in mind more than they have actually what they want to do. So if you have a teenager that is passionate about golf, like have him go work at a golf course. Like he should probably not go work at a tennis facility or something like that if he's got a passion in golf. So I would say apply for jobs that you truly have an interest in either learning that specific position or that business in general. If you're a teenager and you think you're going to study business in college, then maybe you want to go work in some type of business. Maybe you want to go into retail, so you want to work at a Nordstrom or a Target or something like that. That would make more sense. And then once you get there, just give it your all. Like, don't go in there and be late and be caught looking at your phone and constantly be looking down at your Apple Watch because you're getting text messages from your friends. Stay in the moment. Understand what you're signing up for and give that job, give that position, give that employer your undivided attention for the time that you're there. Now, if you have a break, you have a lunch break or whatever, and you want to get on your phone, you need to text some people back, I understand that. If you've got an emergency or something like that, somebody's in the hospital and they need to get in touch with you, that's completely different. But just texting your buds back or getting on social media while you're on the job is not going to work. I know things have changed quite a bit since I was out there looking for jobs, but these are the things that I notice now from younger kids that all have phones and they've all got social media accounts and everything. So make sure you're invested in what you're doing. Make sure you're going after a job that you truly have an interest in. And then once you're there, give it your all. Think about it as, I'm going to try to work so hard that my boss has no choice but to put me in line to move my way up the totem pole in this job, if you will. I want to get promoted to manager. I want to get promoted to assistant manager, store manager, whatever it may be, but have an end goal in sight. Don't just apply for a job because you want some money. That's not the reason why, and that's going to end up getting old after a couple of weeks. Make sure it has something that you truly want to do, and once you're there, make sure you go after it. Go the extra mile. If you got to stay, if you work until 8 o'clock and you got to stay till 8:15 or 8:30 or 8:45, just do it. Don't worry about it. It'll pay off in the long run. So be invested, be there, and I think all those things will serve you well. So once again, Derek Rackley here, owner of Sugar Hill Fit Body Boot Camp. Hope all of this helps. Take care, y'all.
Hey guys, my name is Chris Warren. I work for Napa Auto Parts. I'm the district manager here in Atlanta. I've been with the company 21 years, and in that time I have hired literally hundreds of people, both for our distribution centers and for our stores. I want to share a little bit about what I look for in potential employees and what, from my perspective, you could do to make yourself a better candidate. As far as when you're applying for jobs, make sure that the applications you fill out, whether it's online or a written application, are filled out completely. Spelling, punctuation is very important. Accuracy, make sure that you fill it out completely. If there's something you're not sure about, ask questions, but try and get it filled out to the best of your ability. When you go in for an interview, make sure that you're dressed professionally. You don't have to wear a suit, but make sure you have something that looks respectable and professional and something that you would feel proud looking like when you're going to work. What I look for in candidates are folks who have great attitudes, folks who are high energy, folks who are on time, make eye contact, shake hands, are polite, well-spoken. It's really not hard to make a good first impression, but it can be the difference between getting a job and not getting a job. What I look for folks in keeping a job are the same things. Be the best you can be at whatever you're doing. Ask questions if you're not sure what to do. Ask somebody. Go above and beyond. Try to take initiative. Be on time. Have a great attitude. Be a hard worker. And you do those things and you'll get a job and you'll be able to keep a job. Hopefully I'll run into one or some of you throughout your travels. And if I can ever be of assistance in helping you get a job, please let me know. Thank you.